wasn't planning on hooking up water on this trip, but we do have access to drainage for dumping here at this campsite, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to dewinterize and clean out the antifreeze from our lines.
So you're not going to need a lot for this. You're just going to need a water source, your water kit, and your sewer kit. That's it. Just start off by filling up your fresh water tank. We always make sure we have a filter on our water source.
How do you know it's full? It starts to do that. That's your overflow.
Now that our tank is filled, we're going to shut off the water source. Then we're going to go inside, make sure our valves are set.
Filled up our fresh water tank with water from the campground, and we're going to run that through the pump and pump out all of the antifreeze that's in the lines for the fresh water tank. We do have this bypass. Nothing's going through our hot water heater. We haven't been using that on this trip because we don't need to heat up the water. We had it closed off when we did the winterization, and we're just going to keep it closed off till we get all this stuff out of the lines. So one thing to note, we got our floor drains turned off, off. We need the water coming from this line, which is our fresh water tank, and we need that coming through here. So this needs to be on, so that will feed water to the pump. We want to make sure this is off. This is our feed for the antifreeze solution, and we're going to turn this pump on. So since we're using the fresh water tank, we're going to turn on the pump because you need to have that pump the water from the fresh water tank. And then let the pink slime go.
Can I touch it?
No. I mean, you could, but what's the point?
Nothing.
Like the pink slime and ghost.
Look at that. Now we've got some fresh water coming through. All right. So we've got that in the sink. Now we're gonna see if we got some fluid running through the toilet. Oh yeah. Let's fill this up. Good.
Now drain your shower lines by turning on both hot and cold water.
All right, looking pretty clear. Sweet. Spray down some of this dirt. Definitely need to do some cleaning up in here.
Also, don't forget to drain your outside water hose. Hopefully you winterize that. I've seen a lot of folks have those pipes burst.
All right, so we're just going to continue to flush some of this water out. I like to have it kind of in the middle. That way it's pulling from both the hot water and the cold water lines. Even though we don't have our hot water tank hooked up, water still flows through those lines. We're just going to run this out. You can always check. Here you've got your fresh water tank. As you can see, it's pretty full. And our black water tank getting there. Probably at 2/3 we're going to dump it. And then we're going to dump this black tank right now, black gray tank, which is mostly just water.
All right, here we're using our Rhino tank rinser and our Rhino dump sewer lines. Notice I open that slowly.
Yep,
I do that because I actually saw someone open theirs too fast and the hose burst off. And I'll just leave it to your imagination on what went everywhere at the dump station. It's not a pretty sight. And we're just going to let this water drain out, and when it does, we will close our gates and get back to camping.
Clear.
So this is really just a simple 5-step process. It doesn't really take a whole lot to drain the antifreeze out of your lines and get your tank all cleaned and get set up and you're good to go. Hey folks, hopefully that has helped you to dewinterize and remove the antifreeze solution from your water lines. Also make sure you bleed out the exterior hose lines. Something else you can do is use a sanitization solution in your water tank as you run the water through your lines. That's not something we did on this trip as it was an impromptu dewinterization, but we may cover that in another video. All the items that we used in this video will appear in the description below. Now that all that's done, all you have to do is set your Soldon or your RV back up for regular use, hook up to your regular water lines, whether you're going to use the city water or the water pump from your fresh water tank. Then you can open up the bypass on your hot water and let that fill back up, and you are ready to go. So happy camping, and if this has been helpful to you, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.